cloak of self-protection. You won't need it to stay warm. You're so afraid of my affections. You could drown in your own storm. There's no need for reservation. No one else can see. After some examination, man, I think that you've got what I need. It's really alright. It's really alright. It's really alright if you don't love me. What's that look of consternation? I'm completely in control. So if you're thinking of evasion, there's something you should know. Well, I wouldn't say I own you, but you're a lover without liberty. Which would you rather face, that cold-hearted landscape or me? What's that look of consternation? I'm completely in control. So if you're thinking of evasion, there's something you should know. Well, I wouldn't say I own you, but you're a lover without liberty. Which would you rather face, a cold-hearted landscape or me?
Okay, darlings, we are back for a little while. I have been busy all day. I did not get the laundry done, which is, it's not going to happen tonight. But it's good that I waited because the last of my new clothes came in. And you always wash new clothes before you put it on your skin. So, I got an amazing gift. Look at all the new little wools. So, well, it's most amazing because these are really, we know, tiny samples. They don't go far with my style of wet felting. Nevertheless, it's a very impressive kit. It's definitely the best I've seen. Of course, I was going low end just to get basic supplies and learn it, to even see if I wanted to invest in it, because after all, something can look fun, but then when you actually do it, you can go, this is not going to last. And that's how I feel with needle felting. I see myself doing it as a support to wet felting rather than a craft on its own. Now, needle felting is ancient. What I didn't know about, or having felt templates. Now, I demonstrated this before, but these are really nice templates, and there's quite a variety. very detailed stuff. Basically, you just stuff the wool in there and then poke, poke, poke until it matches. The good thing is, you know, it does keep you right where you need to be. Very cute. Now, this is not for wet felting, it's for needle felting. So I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of these, but it's nice to know that when I'm ready to try it, I will have a very good variety to choose from. What was really cool was this. Now this was sent to be used as a pad like this. I've already been through those, but what I really wanted was this whole chunk, because I had just decided I want to make a wet felted bag, you know, something I can wear across the body kind of thing, carry the basics but not a whole bunch of stuff. Basically a carry pocket, because again, dresses without pockets have arrived. The dresses look comfy. I'll know better after I wash them and try them on. But this is just the right size, and I was all over the house trying to see what could I use that would give me this shape and size, and lo and behold, it came in the set for my birthday. It was sitting there waiting to be opened on my birthday, and got it. So what we're going to get now is we're going to get all these opened and put away. These are no use to me if they're sitting in their little baggies. So I thought, since I've been out all day, I'll sit here and have a cup of tea and chill out in case any of my buds are around. It's late in the day, so most of my buds should be asleep, but not all. I do like that gold. Alright, this is a dark green. It's actually in the purple dye range. That's black. Aqua. Always in a class by itself. Oh, let's get started. Like, this is a little faster than sitting here fiddling with the. Let's open it. To schmutz, as I grew up hearing. A little bit of schmutz. Now this is lovely, but it was cut. Yeah, wrong. It's actually like this. But again, these are samples that were meant for needle felting, but this definitely feels and looks like real wool. This is perfect. Let me see if there's any blues that, yeah, that blue will work. Good. Lovely, beautiful aqua. Okay, well those are unique, aren't they? I don't think I have anything like that. Stay there. Well, that's close to it, isn't it? No. Fool the eye for a moment. These look like they would go with the scarf that I'm going to repair. Oh, right now I got stuff piled on top of it, so it's going to zip. But this looks like the exact color, actually. Just not faded. Now I'm going to have to come up with a more ideal way of dealing with this. I do like the squashy, flexible bags for storage. Alright, let's do the pinks. No, the pinks and purples are all together. What about red? Nope, red is not. Jessica, hello. How are you today? How was your day? I ran out today with half of a really good cup of tea. Couldn't take it with me. So when I finally got everything sorted enough so I could finally sit down, tea priority. I got all of these from my son for my birthday. He and his husband sent the best kit I've seen so far. And in a beautiful synchronistic happening, I was all over the place seeing if I could create something that would end up shaped about this, like this size. So I can make my first purse, a flap purse. And I was looking at everything, and I was going to try and convert a cardboard cookie box, but you know, before I could even do that, it was time to watch the movie and open my birthday gift. And when I did, here it was, just exactly what I needed, without me having to do anything else. So my next project will be felting over this with this and this for decoration. So I'm really psyched. But it came with a bunch of little samples again. So I can see why people just save up their money and buy, you know, shanks of one color at a time. And I am going to be starting on that. Thank you. Oh, that's a late lunch. You must be starving. And thank you. It's when my sister and I go out for my birthday, which will be the 28th. It will be to a yarn store we go. And there I'll be able to get my specialty yarns and all that. I am so glad that the woman there is, I'm going to put it this way, I'm really glad I emailed the store to get, I want to be sure before going through getting out there that they do have what I'm looking for. And it's a good thing, because if I hadn't, if I made an assumption, the store might have been closed because she's taking care of a family member. And so she's not had the store open except by appointment, basically. Let me know when you're going to be there and I'll come down and open the store. So I made arrangements. Mystic Yarn Store. And my sister loves, well, I love Mystic too. So it'll be nice to just walk around. Hopefully the weather will be cooperative at the end of the month. Of course, it's a Saturday and it seems like we get a lot of rainy Saturdays. But today was my friend's birthday, so we went out and I took her out to lunch at our favorite Chinese buffet place over on West Town. Do you remember, I know this is going to be a really weird question, because it's a personal question. Do you remember, anybody listening, remember the first time that they basically contradicted an adult, no matter how well raised they were? I was raised to be a good little girl, you know, and early on I was into reading, so it was easy to be a good little girl. Just give me a book and I'd be quiet. And there would be either reading or writing in a book, one or the other, so I could be left alone for a long time and I did just fine. But at 4 years old, I argued with a child psychologist. And oh, cool. Hi, Gary. I love that place. Now, today they were out of the pepper chicken, which is my favorite, #1 thing I go for. But I did make up for it with some Mongolian pork, some kind of pork and some kind of chicken, both of them really good. I'm not sure. Oh, a crystal store down in Mystic? If so, you might run into my sister and I. We're going to go down there. I'm guessing we're going to be down there by 12:30, 1 o'clock. Because she's got an hour and a half drive to get to me in the first place. Now, she does a lot of driving in her work. She always has to go to construction sites. So she's all over the place, interstate. So I hate asking her to drive up here, but it's the only way we can do it. And we're going to be celebrating both our birthdays, because her birthday was the end of February, and we couldn't get together for that because of crappy weather. And probably, I think, taking care of her granddaughter. She is definitely completely over the top with the granddaughter. I'm sorry, I know grandparents can be a lot, but she is so into that kid's life. It's like what she did with her daughter, which was not necessarily a good thing. A little too present. Now, I think it's wonderful to support the kids, because we did not get that support, and I'm sure that's where this is all coming from. We did not feel nurtured as children. So she's definitely, what's the helicopter mom? Well, she's a helicopter grandmom now. I think she takes her every Sunday, and I'm sure it's really a relief, you know, you have your first kid, a relief to her daughter and her son-in-law, because learning how to be a parent, as you know, there's a lot of advice, but nothing catered to your particular child, and we're all different. My mom had 4 girls, and all of us are very different, even though we have some stuff that are totally in the same. I think some amateur did with this one. They made a pencil bit of it and used this to tie it up like a little bunch. That is cute. Yeah, me too. I wasn't latchkey, but just as bad. When my parents went through the divorce when I was 6, I became the mother to 3 younger children and my mother. We would have done much better if we were latchkey. My mother used to cry to me all the time. You know, and it's really funny, because I've just mentioned her the other day. It's like how, you know, people carry hate with them. Oh, we were talking about my first husband. My first husband and I were determined to make our divorce as amicable as possible, and it was great. I mean, actually, we're still friends, even though we're not friends, because he's remarried and he's still married. But I knew how my mom was, and like 36 years after my father passed away, she was still hating on him. And it's like, Mom, you've been married to Harvey forever. Why are you still holding all this about Dad? And she was bitter. Oh, evil bitter. Like, that just does terrible things to you, you know? You're the one that pays the price for that. Dad was dead. He died at 53. My mom still hated him at 89. Till the day she died. It's like, whoa. To be a lesson to men, never cheat on your wife. You will make somebody crazy, possibly for life. Thank God for good therapy. Oh, this is a gorgeous color. It's too bad it's not a gorgeous piece, but it is a beautiful color. So this is fine for just little remnants of color. I will be able to use it wet felting. This is the real deal. As long as we're not synthetic, we can make good stuff. Windsor. it's been so many years. It was 50 years ago that I drove around the area. And I drove all over the place because back then I was a musician, and gigs here, gigs there. It doesn't mean I knew the places though, but I at least could say, yeah, I've been there. I remember that restaurant that I played at or whatever. Then one of the reasons I knew I did not want children early on was because I was afraid I would totally smother the kid. I would basically parentify them by making them overly aware of things they really don't need. But to me, it'd be like, no, you gotta know this. The world's a dangerous place. You have to be self-sufficient. And I still have a bunch of that, but I'm not like I used to be. I'm way more relaxed. But I was 50 before I decided now I'm ready. I could be a good parent now. I'm wise now. I've got some wisdom under my belt. Experiences. I see where this leads to from there. But at 50, come on. Menopause, yay. Were you afraid you would do that? Pass that down? And would you agree that you basically became more intuitive because of the circumstances? Because latchkey, actually, like I said, I wasn't latchkey, so I was abandoned in different ways, but there was always somebody literally there. The first one was actually like, were you concerned, given the way you were raised, that you would do the same thing to your kid? Over adultify them because of your fears about the world or concerns about the world. I don't know, because I've never been an actual latchkey kid. I always had to take care of my 3 little sisters or watch over them, make sure that I always knew where they were because my mother didn't. But then, yeah, it's not important. Do you feel that the way you had to grow up made you more intuitive as an adult? Oh my God, what a gorgeous purple that is. Do I have anything this deep and real? Not well handled for wet felting, but like I said, fine for the other. Look at that. Roll it on out. That was cut. Overall, it's pretty clean. It doesn't smell. And Yeah. Definitely our experiences change our priorities, right? What we pay attention to. That is a beautiful purple. Okay, we gotta see what I've got here. See, I got tired of being a mother before my time. I had to mother my mother, and no child needs that. So very early, I felt I was the eldest. We did not have a male in the family, and as you know, in some families and cultures, that's a big deal. So I was kind of like, when my father left, I was like the man of the family. Thank God I didn't have to be too much of a man. Because, you know, you couldn't just be a woman and be responsible. All that stuff. Men. That is gorgeous. Look at that. What a beautiful deep purple. And so different. Yeah, that's a nice dye job. I'll be on the lookout for some nice rich colors for felting. Oh, come back here. This is so fun. I thought that I ordered one more in greens to use as for needle felting grass and plants, you know, something real bubbly. But that, it feels so soft. I swear that's mohair. So it's all natural except for one strand with the little tassels on it. That's a polyester or something. Although it feels more like cotton, but it doesn't wet felt well until you put other fiber over it. But this is going to be the decoration for the flap of my purse. So we've got that together. I like crystal shops. I sent you a picture. Oh, nice picture, Bumblebee. That's good luck. And it doesn't have any mites on it. That's good. Nice shot, Gary. Back to the chat. Okay, the black and white I have all in the same place. This black, actual black. I think this is actual black. Yes. This is like a dark purple gray. That's beautiful. I've got some of that, I think. Well, at the very least, I can use a basic color to make something and then use all these colors for embellishing. That is, in the mascara world, it would be brown black or blackish brown. So yesterday, for my birthday, we watched Eric the Viking. That is an old kind of a Monty Python movie, though it's not Monty Python. One of the writers from Monty Python wrote the movie and acted in it. Some of the people that were in it have also been in Monty Python. Tim Robbins stars as Eric the Viking. It's a brilliant movie, very thoughtful but funny. The sets are amazing. Before the days of computer graphics, looks like extra hair. Yes, if there's pollen, I'm sure he is happy bee. We're starting a gardening club here, which pleases me no end. But I've already decided anything I contribute, it's going to be herbs. I was thinking of doing beets for the greens, because I don't want to do anything that requires too much time, attention, because it's not because I don't want to put time in. I can do that. It's because I've grown gardens near people. Hold on one second. Excuse me. And things get stolen right out of the garden. Like, we used to have them hop the wall and take my corn. Hi.
Hello.
I'm still alive. Let me say goodbye over there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Painful day. Not working normally. Oh, guys, my friend and neighbor is here. I am going to join her. We haven't had time to talk for a while, so tomorrow is what's tomorrow? Thursday? Tomorrow's Thursday? I have to do laundry tomorrow, but after laundry, I will be here. So, in the afternoon. Until next time. Thanks for coming by. Bye.